Hi, thanks for clicking on Frequently Asked Questions for the GT Classroom. My next question is, how are we supposed to know how that fill in the blank is going to be graded? Referring to perhaps a writing assignment or a project. So how do we know how it's going to be graded? Well, there are two responses to that. First off, in almost all cases, I will have provided the students with a rubric that will tell them the things that are required in the assignment and what I will be looking for. That's for major stuff. If it's something that we're just doing in the class, then no, I don't necessarily give a rubric for that. But you could look for that. You could look for that rubric if it's a major assignment. The second thing, though, is everything, whether it's just a daily project in class or work in class or a big project or whatever. The second response is I'm guided by TEA. And TEA requires the work of GT students to be at a level above that of their grade level. So in other words, if your student is in 6th grade and they turn in typical 6th grade quality work to me for a project, well, that's not going to score very well. All right? And again, that comes straight from TEA. All right? So it has to be work above the level of a typical student in that grade. That's one thing you can always keep in mind. And then the words that I use over and over and over throughout the year with all assignments is it's got to be original, it's got to be unique, it's got to be creative, it's got to be thoughtful, it's got to be neat and professional. Think through all of the details. Apply your best efforts to this work. Make sure that it looks great. Be proud of what you're doing. So I say that over and over and over. So those words should be guidelines, whether it's a poem that you're writing or that your student's writing, or whether it's a landmark that they're building out of something. Make sure it's original, unique, creative, thoughtful, and at a level above a typical kid of that grade. So that's in general what's expected in terms of grading. Thanks, hope that helped.